As you guys could hear, that's probably a pretty good sounding 80s modded Marshall or Friedman kind of tone. And let's check out how you guys can dial in a tone like that with the Placater Dirty model from the Helix or the HX STOMP. But before we do that, please go ahead and press that little subscribe button down there. It helps me out a lot, and I upload videos a lot about HX STOMP and guitar related stuff. You can also go ahead and press that little bell icon down there. It really helps me out, guys. So as always, we're going to start with a blank preset and going to add the amp. The amp, of course, is the Placater Dirty, and then we're going to add the cabinet. The cabinet that I like to use is not the stock one, it's the greenback cabinet. The greenback loaded cabinet. And let's check out how this tone will sound with the stock amp and the stock greenback cabinet. So dudes, that sounds pretty damn fizzy to me. So what I like to do to get rid of that fizz is just do a little bit of high cuts, and the fizz is gone. And what I also like to do straight away is get rid of a little bit of that mud by dialing in a little bit of low cut at about 90 Hertz. And then I like to change these settings to a little bit more plexi appropriate settings, because this is a modded plexi style amp, so we can do away with a few of the mods that make it more of a gainy style amp. So because it has a little bit more gain, it doesn't need the kind of super drastical settings that I always use in a plexi. So I do like less bass and kind of more mids, but the bass is okay at about 2 to 3 and the mids are okay at about 6 to 7. The treble I like up all the way. The presence I like at about 9. And I like to get the master volume at 6 or higher to get it to speak a little bit. And then you get this type of tone. And that sounds okay. But let's check out how it does when we dial back the volume. It sounds like actually pretty good, but I like to disable these features. And I like to give it a little bit more gain so it starts to act more like a plexi. And 7 is about the maximum that I will do on this Friedman style amp, and we get this type of sound. And that sounds pretty awesome to me. So as you guys can hear, It is a really nice cutting type of sound, and it has that percussiveness of the plexi. Really awesome sounding thing. What we can also do is we can get a little bit of our input impedance to kind of match our guitar with the amp. Normally I like one meg with humbucker type guitars, but this has a bare knuckle riff in the bridge, so it is a pretty clear sounding humbucker, so 230k will do for me. If you like kind of a more smooth tone, your normal darker humbucker is going to sound pretty good with this one. So those are basically the settings that I like on the amp, and the only thing I would change out sometime is I might check out a different mic. So I might check out an U87 microphone on here. That really gives a lot of that nice bottom end, and you might want to do a little bit more of bottom cutting with the low cut, but it sounds amazing, guys. Yeah, that sounds pretty amazing. And then if you are done with playing with these mics, you can go to a Dynamic 7. I really love this. It has a really nice mid-range voice, but what I love to do most is even go to the impulse responses. Then I like to use the impulse response of a Heil PR30 on a greenback cabinet. Also using the same low and high cut. And we get this. That was the sound that I used at the beginning of the video. If you want to know more about that tone, please go ahead and go in that little corner right there. You will find a video about IRs where I talk about all these IRs that I'm using. So the next one I really like is one of a U87 also, and it sounds like this. Really nasty sounding mic, it's really awesome. And then the M160 is also a really great sounding mic, and it sounds like this. So guys, I can go on for days and days, but those are the settings that I love with the Friedman or Placater dirty style amp in here. The cabinets and IRs. As always, this is just another Marshall, so it's really the same cabinets but different settings on the amp. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, please go ahead and subscribe. If you haven't, press the little bell icon to receive all notifications. And please go ahead and put some comments in the comment section down below. Go ahead, leave a like, check out my other HX Stomp videos, and then I will catch you for the next video, guys.